Hey friends, what's up? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Crissanna, and if you're new here, then welcome, and if you're an oldie, welcome back. So before we get into this video, I just want to say do not mind my lip, you guys. I did a lip swatch video a few days ago of the new L.a Girl tinted lip stains, and after scrubbing them off, I realized that I really damaged my lip. I pretty much put a big hole in my lip, so don't mind that. I actually wasn't going to film again until this healed up, but I can't let this hold me back and stop me from filming because I have so many good things that I want to film this week. And I also have a bunch of new lipsticks that I really wanted to swatch, but I'm not going to swatch those until this heals up on my lip. But in today's video, we're going to be testing out this new palette by L.a Girl. So this is the L.a Girl Nudie Cutie palette. So first of all, here is what the packaging looks like. I really like this packaging, and I really like L.a Girl's palettes as well. This is a 16 color eyeshadow palette. On the back, it says L.a Girl Young, Wild, and Free. Has all of the shade colors and the names. So this retails for $15.99. Here is what the inside looks like, and it also comes with a large mirror, which I absolutely love. For $15.99, I think that's a steal when you get a huge mirror. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Ace Beauté Amplifying Eyeshadow Base in the shade Light. This is pretty much like the only eyeshadow primer that I use that actually works for me. And I want to say this is around $12. I know I got it in BoxyCharm, but I did look on their website and it is pretty affordable, which this is something that I would definitely repurchase. A lot of the stuff I get in BoxyCharm I probably, really wouldn't repurchase, but this is something that I definitely probably would. So anytime I apply eyeshadow base with a brush, I'm just going to go in and dab with my sponge just to make sure there are no brush strokes or anything like that. So I do first want to find a shadow in this palette that I can use all over the lid to set the base down. So I'm just going to take this big fluffy blending brush by e.l.f. and I'm going to take the first shade in the palette. Or no, I'm going to take actually the shade right here, and this is called Romantic. I was going to use this one in Cutie, but I think this has like a sheen to it. So they also came out with another palette in this collection, but it is like a really bright palette. Something that I probably should have gotten because I don't have a lot of in my collection. I feel like when I buy neutral palettes all the time, it's just a waste because I have neutral palettes that I really love. So a lot of the other ones I just really don't reach for. So I'm just pretty much blending this all over the place just because I do want to set down that base so it doesn't crease. I'm going to take this shade now called Flawless. And I'm taking this on a JH32 brush, so it is a bigger blending brush. And I'm just going to blend this right through the crease. So yesterday I was getting ready to go to the mall and to Ulta and to shop around a little bit. And I was in the middle of doing my makeup and I told myself I'm just going to put on a little bit of eyeshadow, some false lashes, and I'm going to call it a day. So I did that, and I was using the Glam lashes and eyeliner. And for some reason the eyeliner was skidding across my eye. It was drying out. So eventually I put the eyelashes on. I'm like, well, this isn't going to stay. So I literally took everything off. The eyeshadow, I took it all off. And then I said, okay, well, I'm just going to do a little bit of foundation, a little bit of eyeshadow, and then we're just going to call it a day. So I did that, and then once again, the eyeshadow was really patchy, looked completely messed up, and I decided to draw a wing with eyeshadow, and I had it way up to here, and at that point, I was just so frustrated. I took literally everything off, and I said, you know what, I'm not wearing any makeup today, so I ended up going around with no makeup on. So there are definitely those days when, my makeup just doesn't look the best, and I do end up taking it off, even though I probably shouldn't because, there are lessons to be learned in makeup, but I just feel like sometimes I just get so under my own skin when I'm doing stuff like that I just can't help it but to take it off, because it probably makes me feel better to take it off knowing that I don't have to walk around with my makeup looking all crappy. Because once you get to a certain extent where you're good at makeup, you don't want to show or do anything less just because you know what you're capable of. So everything seems to be blending out pretty well. I do really like this shade in particular that we just put down. I feel like that's super pretty mauvey shade. So I'm now going to take this shade in Main Character. So I'm going to take this on a Cheek Pro crease brush. If you guys ever see me use this and you're wondering where I got it at Five Below. So it is a blending brush, but it's so dense. I feel like it fits perfectly in the outer corner, but it also fits perfectly in the crease as well. And I want to say it's maybe $2 or $3 at Five Below, but it is a really nice brush. But even that shade applied really nicely. It's kind of blending itself right in to the lash shade. So I'm then going to bring it into the crease. Wow, you guys, the blend on these shades is looking incredible. So far I'm pretty impressed. I really want to deepen up the outer V, but I'm not sure if I want to take the pure matte shade at the bottom that's brown or if I want to go in with the deeper one. So there's this one right here, which is a pure matte. And then there's this one up here, which has a lot of like shimmer to it. I'm probably gonna take this one right here, and this is called Goals. I'm just gonna pack it just right here on the outer V, just to kind of deepen this up just a little bit. But like this brush, it's got like a pointy tip on it, and it's really nice to just get right in there. Like I don't have any brush like this at all. So I'm gonna take this peachy tone shade called Peachy. And I'm actually just gonna run this right up here. I feel like this will go really good with the eye look we got going on. Okay, so I think pretty much the blending and everything is pretty much done. Now I'm debating if I want to do a cut crease. I've really been loving cut creases lately, and I feel like they do make a look better, in my opinion anyways. Just sometimes I can't make a decision when it comes to stuff like this, and then I'm literally just sitting here on camera with a blank face. You guys don't see them clips because they do cut most of that stuff out, but most of the time I'm just sitting there with a blank face, wondering what to say or wondering what I'm gonna do next. So I'm not going to do a cut crease today because I really want to see how these shimmers are going to apply on their own. This is usually a real test on how shimmers are. And like I said, with previous palettes from L.a Girl that I have, the shimmers are not the best. I pretty much had to get them wet every time I've used one. And personally for me, I feel like if I have to get a shimmer wet, then it's not that great. So I do want to go in with a couple different shimmer shades. So I'm first going to take this one right here called Trending. And if you guys watch my channel, you already know what brush I'm taking. I'm taking the Morphe M124 brush. If I have to get it wet, I will. I don't think I'm going to. The initial swipe is how you're going to see how it's going to apply. And this initial swipe was really, really good. But honestly, you guys, I think that this brush really makes a difference. I just started using this probably like a year ago. And it changes the way eyeshadows apply for sure. Like even yesterday, I was using the Urban Decay Naked 3 mini palette. And I was actually applying one of these shimmer shades with another flat brush. And I'm like, well, I'm not getting anything. Like this freaking sucks. And then I switched to the Morphe brush and it like picked it up really well. So yeah, if you guys don't have this brush in your collection, you need it. I recommend getting it in a set because it's going to be cheaper versus buying it alone. But if you solely just want this brush, you can buy it alone as well. But that is a really pretty shade. Let's go ahead and apply another shimmer shade now. So I think I'm going to stick with more of this like pinkish theme. And I'm going to take this shade right here called Free Spirit. So I'm going to take this pretty much from the middle and I'm going to run it almost to the outer V. Not exactly to the outer V because I do want to keep it matte out there. But again, this one is picking up and applying really well too. Like so far, you guys, I'm very, very impressed. So the eyes as of right now are pretty much done. I mean, the colors pretty much blended themselves out. So now that I've laid shimmer down, I really don't have to go back in and blend anything because it does already look pretty blended. So really quickly, I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to apply false lashes, probably do a wing, and then I'll be right back and we can do the lower lash line together. All right, guys, I'm back. I went ahead and applied lashes and I also did a wing. I also did lips off camera. If you're wondering what I was using, I'm using the Essence Stay 8 Hour Lip Liner. This is waterproof and it's in the shade 01 Curious. And then I paired this up with the new ColourPop Blotted Lip in the shade Talker. Why did I say it like that? In the shade Talker. I really like this combo together and I love the ColourPop Blotted Lips. They don't give you a whole lot of pigment. I mean, they do, but it's more of like a lighter formula, but I really, really like these. So let's go ahead and get back into the palette and do the lower lash line. Take a pencil brush and I'm gonna go back in with Flawless. And I'm just gonna run this right under the lash line. With a smudging brush, I'm going to go back into the deep brown we used in the shade Goals. I'm going to keep this a little more close to the lash line. For the inner corner, I'm going to take this shade and it's called Rhinestones. So I'm just going to take Rhinestones right here. I thought it would be a little bit too dark for an inner corner highlight, but it's actually not. That is beautiful, you guys. That applied so well. So let me go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, throw on some mascara, and then when I come back, I'll give you my final thoughts on this palette. All right, guys, so here is the finished look. I'm going to give you guys a close-up, and then we're going to talk all about this palette. So guys, what do I think about this palette and do I recommend it? So for the new L.a. Girl, the Nudie Cutie eyeshadow palette, you guys, I freaking love this. I love the packaging. I love that you get the shade names on the back. I love how detailed everything is. Packaging is super, super pretty. And I loved all of the shades that we use, you guys. I feel like this palette is amazing. I would definitely give this a 10 out of 10 stars. And again, like I said, there is absolutely no fallout. I did not have to wipe anything off of my face. That means that you will be able to do your face makeup first. Like, you don't have to worry about doing your eyes first with this palette because you're going to get no fallout. Very rarely that I do not get fallout from shimmer shades. Very rarely. But this one, you guys, absolutely no fallout. I'm going to try to go ahead and give you guys a close-up so you can see. And again, I have not brushed anything away from under my eyes. So as you guys can see for yourself, absolutely no sparkly fallout. I definitely recommend this for $15.99. I think it's a great drugstore price. I mean, for the quality and for the size of the palette, I do really think it's worth it. And I mean, come on, who doesn't love a shimmery, sparkly, super feminine palette? I love this. I think it's so pretty. The shades are blended. They applied so nicely. We did come out with another palette when they released this one. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up on Ulta's website so I can show you. After I show you, you guys let me know down in the comment section below if you guys want to see me do a review and a look with the other new palette as well. So when I picked this up, it was on sale for $11.99. Now it's back up to $15.99, but a lot of the times when they come out with new L.a. Girl palettes, they'll either be like 30% off or they'll do buy one, get one half off, or buy two, get one free. So keep a lookout for that if you're interested in this palette or any more of L.a. Girl palettes. Okay, so the other new L.a. Girl palette they came out with is the Festy Bestie. Again, this has 16 colors. This is more of like a bluish packaging, but also has pops of red and orange in there. So yeah, if you guys would like to see a look with this palette as well, let me know down in the comment section below. So are you guys going to pick this palette up? And if you've already picked it up, what are your thoughts on it? If you guys like this video and you found this video helpful and you want to see more videos like this one, please be sure to give this video a big old thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, other than that, guys, I think this is pretty much it for this video. I know I talked a lot during the video. If you guys don't like when I do that, let me know down below. In most of my videos when I review eyeshadow palettes or any type of makeup, I usually don't talk about myself or my life or anything for that matter. I usually just focus on the palettes. But I figured I've been on YouTube now for almost 2 years, and very rarely in any video have I ever really talked about myself or my family. I mean, I might say a couple things here and there, but if you guys would like some more story times or anything like that, please let me know. Guys, I am 26 years old and I've had a lot of crazy things happen throughout my life, and I have a lot of crazy story times. So if you guys would want to hear something like that, let me know. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.